Police are still investigating this incident. The Detroit Coalition Against Police Brutality says it believes the officer escalated the situation by treating a citizen like a suspect, and that this is evidence that police should wear body cameras. The young man was arrested for disorderly conduct and resisting police. In the newsroom, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
I can say that he acted appropriately, given the aggressive behavior of the suspect and his response to it.
The chief video that they say shows the entirety of what happened. You can see the police officer, who is a 39-year veteran of the force, approach the young man. Police say he became agitated because he had actually not stolen anything. But the security guard had told police otherwise, and the officer was investigating. Police Chief James Craig says the man then didn't cooperate with the officer, tried to detain him, and the man struggled with police. Chief Craig says the officer properly used a baton and the suspect tried to take it from him. The chief says this didn't have to happen. If the young man had cooperated, he would have walked out of the store and gone home.
Yeah, it's like security or cop. I don't know what's going on.
Let me get up. No, you can get up. Nobody's holding you. Nobody's holding you.
I don't care who he is. I don't care who he is. I'm going to testify against him. I'm going to testify.
Who the fuck hit you? Why the fuck you put your hands on me?
You are under arrest, sir.
No.
Yes, you are.
Sir.
You're under
You have to have right. You have to
You
have a
are.
legal fucking right. Bro.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
Hey.
Don't let me fuck you up.
Hey, wait a minute now.
Hey.
No,
He's under arrest.
no. Not like that.
He's under
Not,
arrest.
not.
Did he steal?
You can't have his teeth out. Yo.
What is his
Yo.
name? What's his name?
Yo.
What's your badge number?
Oh.
Going to jail. Let me go.
His face like that.
I want to hear you say your name. Your name is Toby.
Lord God, help that boy.
If you're stopped by a police officer and you've done nothing wrong, I could understand to be agitated. But my wisest counsel to anyone, just cooperate with the officer. Certainly if you feel that the contact was improper, there's a process of making complaints that you can avail yourself to, but cooperate.
Bivens says when she saw the video, she was shocked by what the officer was doing to her son. Says he has never been in trouble with the law. She says he's always been a kind, quiet kid.
I'm just happy. I'm thankful, that he is home and he's safe.
For the first time, we are hearing from Berenice Bivens, the mother of the 23-year-old who was wrongly accused of shoplifting at a Detroit Meijer and then beaten with a baton by an off-duty DPD officer who was working security at the time. On Thursday, David Bivens was released from jail after the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office rejected a warrant of resisting and obstructing. Bivens is still charged with disorderly conduct.
I really don't want to say what I really feel. I'm just so disgusted with the whole incident.
The incident was recorded by a witness's cell phone, which many believe, including David's mother, shows a police officer using excessive force. Bivens, whose mother says works as a chef in Ferndale, is banged up from head to toe, too weak to come downstairs to do an interview, and still traumatized by what was captured here when he and his girlfriend were just out at Meijer shopping for their 2-week-old baby.
My dad broke my heart to see someone treat my son like that. It was hard to see. He wasn't doing anything, he was not raised like that. He's very soft-spoken and a quiet kid, actually.
Earlier this week, Chief James Craig came out calling the police confrontation appropriate, proper, and reasonable, although there was never any evidence Bivens stole anything from the store. His mother says she is relieved the whole aggressive arrest was recorded. They plan to take legal action.
I just want justice.
Officer involved in a baton beating caught on videotape at a Detroit Meijer store broke several rules as the accused thief files a lawsuit against the department. WWJ's Sandra McNeil live and local with the story, Sandra.
Greg, David Bivens and his fiancee were stopped by Officer Lonnie Wade carrying several bags of items they had bought at another store. Wade suspected the couple of shoplifting, but actually they had paid for everything. The situation, though, escalated into an altercation, where Wade struck back at Bivens, breaking his jaw and several teeth. Chief James Craig says Wade should never have stopped Bivens at the Meijer.
Anything involving Meijer property, only security personnel would initiate, and the officers would go and support, particularly if there's an incident that escalates to the point that creates imminent danger to themselves or an imminent danger to another Meijer employee.
Craig says Wade should also have de-escalated the situation after that. Wade is on desk duty pending an investigation by the prosecutor. Craig says he has recommended no charges against Bivens. As for that lawsuit, Bivens has contracted with attorney Jeffrey Feiger to represent him.
I can say that he acted appropriately, given the aggressive behavior of the suspect and his response to